In this video, I am going to talk about astrological combination for successful civil servant. So, as I mentioned in the earlier video, the civil service competitive exam is just an entry to the civil service cadre. So, a person who cleared the exam does not necessarily mean that he will become the best civil servant in the country. So, we are going to analyze what are the combination that is going to decide a person will become a best civil servant in the country. Okay, so to give a quick recap of what we discussed in our last video, we have discussed what are the qualities that is required to clear a competitive exam and what are the planets and houses. Okay, the first one is competitive exam is ruled by third house. The next one is specialization ruled by Jupiter and ninth house. Communication ruled by third house and Mercury. Then presence of mind ruled by Lagna, Mercury, Moon, fifth house and ninth house. Then finally the government job, which is ruled by sixth house and eighth house. Now I am going to define what are the important quality that is required for a civil servant and corresponding planets and houses. Okay, when we talk about civil servant, the first important thing is authority, because as I already mentioned, ministers will lay out the policy, but civil servants are the one who are going to execute the policy for the people. So they should have a complete authority over that. Okay, so the authority is ruled by Sun and 10th house. So for a person, if Sun and 10th house are very strong in horoscope, then person will take complete authority. The next is people, because the civil servant at the end of the day is going to serve the people, and especially when it comes to administrative officer and police officers, they are always work along with people. So they should have a very good people engagement. So the people engagement is ruled by Moon and fourth house. Okay. The next important is decision making and resilient. So IAS officers or civil servants are the one who are going to take tough decisions during tough period, especially during natural calamities. Civil servants will be working day and night. Okay, so in the very tough situation, they will be taking very tough decisions. So in order to take the tough decisions, Mercury, Jupiter, Mars should be very strong, because Mercury rules intelligence and Jupiter rules knowledge. So whatever knowledge they gather, they will be applying in that particular situation and they will be taking the decision. Then Mars represents courage. Okay, so these three planets are very important. And the Lagna, the first house, is very important. Fifth house represents intelligence and ninth house represents knowledge again. So combining all this together, we can say whether the person will take a tough decisions. Now the last but not least quality is integrity, because the civil servants are serving for the people, so they should have a strong integrity. Okay, so integrity is ruled by Jupiter and ninth house. Now let us see the three important groups in the civil service. Okay, there are so many groups, but these are the top three groups in the civil service. The first one is administrative service, then police service and the foreign service. Okay, the administrative service is typically there will be collectors and sub collectors, right? So for that, the Sun, which represents administration, and Moon, which represents people, are very important. Okay, now coming to the police service. So as I already mentioned in one of the earlier video, Mars rules the police as well as defense related, because Mars rules courage. So for a police service officer, the Mars should be very strong. The next one is foreign service. So foreign service, again, as I already mentioned in one of my earlier video on the foreign travel, third house represents short journey and seventh house represents travel, and ninth house long journey. Now for a foreign service representative, the third house, seventh house should be very strong, and it should have some connection with the 10th house. Let me summarize. So in this video we have seen what are the qualities required for a successful civil service candidate and what are the planets and houses. The first one is authoritative, which is ruled by Sun and 10th house. The next one is people, which is ruled by Moon and 4th house. The next one is decision making, which is ruled by Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, first first house, fifth house and ninth house. Then integrity, which is ruled by Jupiter and ninth house. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will come back with another interesting video. Bye bye.